How's it going out there, YouTubers? Cyberneck Shark here with another new movie review for you. So let's get right into this movie review and see what it's about. I actually just got done watching the awesome new 2017 film, Alien Covenant. Now, Alien Covenant is a prequel to the original Alien franchise and a sequel directly to the movie Prometheus that came out a few years back. Now, this awesome film was directed once again by the awesome Ridley Scott. Now, Ridley Scott has made so many awesome films. Just a tremendous amount. Just so many awesome films that you cannot not love. I mean, they're just everything I think he makes, I just feel that is just super amazing. And I'm so, amazed by what he makes. Now, a few of the ones that I feel are really big and most people enjoy. One of these awesome films is actually the 2000 awesome film that the awesome Russell Crowe was in, and that is Gladiator. Now, Gladiator won so many awards, and it definitely deserved Best Picture that year. That movie was amazing. From the fight choreography, to the battle scenes, to the acting by everyone involved, it just was a masterpiece of a film, and Ridley Scott made that movie what it is. It is just an amazing film. Now, Ridley Scott also directed another awesome film that I think is just an amazing film, and a lot of people enjoy, and that is Black Hawk Down. Now, Black Hawk Down is actually based on a true story of this military unit over in Iraq back in the 90s. And the movie itself just was probably one of the best, physical, war films that actually showed 100% almost exactly what happened. I mean, it was considered one of the biggest disasters of military history. And for Ridley Scott to make such a exact, accurate film was just amazing. And I really enjoyed that. But Ridley Scott did an amazing job with Alien Covenant. I mean, this film is just amazing. And was just so well done. And, it's a great addition to the Alien franchise. And they just did an amazing job. I was really impressed with it. I really liked how the story laid out. And basically what they did with the story to show us where did the xenomorphs come from? How did they get created? Why did this happen upon, the ship? Where did they come from? Why did they land on this planet? This movie really helped explain more of what caused and what created these creatures. And I really enjoyed that. And Ridley Scott did an amazing job, I thought. Now, this film has an awesome cast. Just amazing cast. And I really enjoyed everyone in the film. I mean, some of them, one of them, I really don't care too much for. I don't think she's that great of an actress. But at the same time, her role wasn't that bad, and I did enjoy her in it. So this awesome film starts off with the awesome Mr. Michael Fassbender. Now, Michael Fassbender has been in quite a few movies over his short career that we've known. And he's made a lot of great films. One of those films that he is really known for is the prequel franchise of the X-Men series as the young Eric Lencher, aka Magneto, in the X-Men series, such as First Class, Apocalypse, and Days of Future Past. He is awesome as Eric Lencher. I think they couldn't have picked somebody better to play younger Ian McKellen. He was perfect for the role. He really acted like Ian McKellen did in the original series, and he just did an amazing job, I thought. He also was in another great film that came out in 2007 that was just an amazing, action-packed kind of army/action film, and that's 300. Now, I didn't even realize that he was in it until I watched it recently, and I was like, holy crap, that's actually Michael Fassbender. I was like, no way. I was like, I can't believe I've watched this movie a zillion times and I never noticed that was him in this. And it's so funny because I really didn't know who he was at the time when I saw the movie originally. And it wasn't until he became, Magneto that I really, gained attention of him. And really why he became known as becoming, Magneto. But he was really awesome in all those movies. And he was, again, amazing in Alien Covenant. He just did an amazing job. His character, David, from the Prometheus, the previous film, was just a really awesome role. And also him playing two dual roles in this one of two different androids one being David and one being Walter, was really fun too, because the second character, he actually plays a little bit more robotic than human-like. And so you can really see how good his acting ability is. And he just did a really good job. He played the character so well. And just where they took his character, I couldn't believe. I was really shocked at that they made it the way they did. I don't want to give away any spoilers if you haven't seen the movie. But at the same time, like, once you watch it and you see where they take David, you're going to be like, no way. Whoa! I was blown away. Literally, I couldn't believe how they took it. And I thought it was a really creative idea and a creative way to take that character and the whole Alien universe. But yeah, Michael Fassbender was amazing in that. We also have in the film another decent actor and awesome comedian, Mr. Danny McBride. Now, Danny McBride has been in a ton of great comedy films. Usually it's, supporting role, never like the main character. But one film that he is like the main character in that I think is absolutely hilarious and funny is the movie Your Highness. And it's just kind of like an all-around spoof of like, and stoner type film of like legendary like Knights of the Round Table kind of stuff. And it was just really funny and awesome. And Danny McBride was awesome in it. Danny always plays great roles. I mean, just like in Pineapple Express, This Is the End, all those types of films he's just hilarious in. Another one I think that he doesn't get enough credit for that I was one of the first roles that I saw him that kind of made me kind of hate him a little bit because he was such a dick in the movie, and that's in the movie Due Date with Zach Galifianakis and Robert Downey Jr. That small part that he plays the Western Union rep guy is just so hilarious, but at the same time you're like, I really kind of hate this character. You're like, he's evil. And it put like this dick man image in my head of Danny McBride. So it's like every time I see him in a movie, I'm like, oh, he's probably going to play a dick. So it's like, I'm not trying to be mean to him, but it's like, it seems like he always plays that type of character. So it was very nice to see in Alien Covenant a kind of different role. He played kind of more of a serious role and not so comedian, and he wasn't like such a, the dick character kind of person. He was just awesome in it. I really enjoyed him in it, and it was fun to see him in a different type of capacity. And I was very glad that, his character ran throughout the whole movie, and it was, that he actually wasn't like one of the first ones to get killed off or something, you know what I mean? So it was nice to see him in the movie, and it was fun to see him in a whole different capacity, like I said. And he was just really good in it. I really enjoyed his character. His character's name is Tennessee in the film. And I find that so funny because he kind of has like that hillbilly / like southern accent. And so it was really funny. I really enjoyed it. Now, the other actress that's in this film is Miss Catherine Waterston. Now, Catherine Waterston, I'm not a huge fan of. I don't think she's that great of an actress. I don't think she was anything of greatness in anything I've seen her in. I was really shocked that they put her in the movie because I feel they could have put somebody in that type of role, kind of like Noomi Rapace was in Prometheus. Just a higher class type of actor or actress in that role. Because I didn't really care for her performance in Fantastic Beast. Now, that's the other film that most people might recognize her from is in Fantastic Beast as the New York wizardess, whatever you call wizard women in the Harry Potter world. But she was in that, and I didn't really care for her character in that movie. I loved the blonde that was in it. I think she was absolutely hilarious. And, of course, everyone else in that film was so good, and that movie was just so well made. And her performance kind of irritated me in the film. And so I was afraid that that's what was going to happen in this film. But she also was in another film that I didn't care too much for the film. I didn't think it was that great. But that is the film Inherent Vice. And, I mean, Joaquin Phoenix is amazing. I really like him. Owen Wilson's a decent actor. But the film itself I didn't feel it was very well done. And he could have done better. And, but her performance in it was okay. Mediocre, like she was in Fantastic Beast. But all in all, her acting ability is okay. And her performance in Alien Covenant wasn't that bad. I was able to get through it. It really wasn't like anything that I couldn't, like I was like, is this movie over yet? Because her performance sucked. It was okay. Like, she did a decent job. She wasn't that bad. But at the same time, I could have done without her in the film. Next up, and to round out our cast, is the awesome Mr. Billy Crudup was also in this film. Also, Guy Pearce made a cameo in this film at the beginning of the film, which was kind of funny that, he really didn't get credited for it, but he was in the film, for the character that was from the previous film. But Mr. Billy Crudup is in this film and plays an interesting character. It was a very short role, but also at the same time it was kind of interesting. It was a very decent role. I thought he did a good job. Played kind of the captain / put into the role / having to deal with these crazy situations, lots on his mind type of role. And I thought he did a decent job. I really enjoyed it. Now, a few movies that Billy Crudup is in that he's most noticed for, of course, as Mr. Manhattan in the Zack Snyder film, Watchmen, which I feel is one of his biggest roles to date besides this film. And that movie was intense and awesome. And I didn't know anything about The Watchmen until I actually watched that film. But him as Mr. Manhattan was really awesome. It was a very different role. And it was very interesting to see him kind of as like a buff, kind of superhero type of character. Another film that Billy Crudup was in was an awesome Tom Cruise film, and that is Mission Impossible 3. He kind of played the other guy on the other side thinking Ethan Hunt's bad, and he's trying to bring him in kind of character, and he kind of plays a bad guy too at the same time, and he was really good in that. I really enjoyed Billy Crudup in that. But like I said, in this film, like I said, it was short and sweet to the point for his character, and it was a really good role, and I really enjoyed it. I think Billy Crudup is, a decent actor. He isn't the greatest, but at the same time, I think he does well when he's in films. And I feel that he doesn't get enough credit as he should for how good of an actor he is, but he is a decent actor, and I enjoy seeing him in films. So, if you're not familiar with what Alien Covenant is about, the basic premise of the film is it's been 10 years since the Prometheus crashed on that planet, and whatever happened. So this colonizing ship hears a distress signal from that planet, and they go down and investigate while they're trying to go on their mission that they're on. So when they get down there, all of a sudden craziness ensues, and xenomorphs come out, creatures start being, popping out of people, and basically they got to try to get off the planet, with their lives intact and try to figure out what's going on. And that's pretty much what the premise of the film is. Just like Prometheus was. It was, basically them landing on this planet trying to save themselves from these creatures and get back to their mothership. And that's pretty much the same premise that was on this film, which I thought was, a good premise. But at the same time, in the premise, you find out some interesting information to link the stories together better and to bring the story closer and closer to its conclusion, which is really good at how they did it, and I really enjoyed that. All in all, Alien Covenant was amazing. I give Alien Covenant a giant 10 golden movie boxes up. It was really enjoyable, really good. Definitely looking forward to adding that to my collection eventually. It looks so amazing. The picture quality was amazing on it too. Giant 10 golden movie boxes up on that. The audio could have been a little better, but other than that, everything else was great about it. I thought it was just amazing film. So that's it for this movie review, guys. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. And as always, if you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss one of these awesome videos, people. It's amazing stuff. And as always, check that link down below, people. Check out the awesome horror pack. Now, the horror pack is an awesome monthly subscription of awesome horror movies. That's either 4 DVDs or 4 Blu-rays right to your door for a low monthly fee. And also, because it's October, what better month than to do horror pack in and start it up with more October horror type of movies to watch for 31 days of Halloween. And as always, if you're interested, let me know down in the comment below. And I'll send you an awesome code for a discount on your first month. That's right, discount, people. Discount. So, don't hesitate. Check out that link below, people. And always, leave comments down below. Let me know if there's any videos you'd like to see that are different, or if you'd like to see something reviewed, or if you have an idea for a different type of video. And as always, keep your eyes out for any old or newer videos that you might not have seen of mine yet. And guess what? Check in the next one.